What does it take to marry the first richest man on the planet? Not luck, not looks, not even love. It takes strategy. Lauren Sánchez didn't just walk into Jeff Bezos' life. She studied him. She aligned herself with his passions. She slowly replaced his billionaire wife. And then she staged one of the most high-profile weddings the world have ever seen. But behind the gown, the yacht, and the 30-carat ring are rumors, dark ones, about ambition, manipulation, and plain years in the making.
Today, we're diving into the electrifying story of Lauren Sánchez, a woman who didn't just walk into Jeff Bezos' life, she engineered her way to his side, toppled a billionaire wife, and staged a wedding that redefined power. But behind the glitz, the glamour, and that jaw-dropping 30-carat ring, there are whispers. Dark, juicy whispers of manipulation, calculated moves, and a plan years in the making. Stick with me, because this story gets wilder with every chapter. And trust me, you don't want to miss the shocking Vogue rumor we're revealing at the end, a twist that could change the fashion world forever. If you love luxury, scandal, and jaw-dropping reveals, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. And if you're feeling extra generous, drop a super thanks to keep these deep dives coming, because this one's a roller coaster. Grab a drink, get cozy, and let's unravel the ultimate power play.
Lauren Wendy Sánchez wasn't born with a silver spoon. Born in December 1969 under the fiery Sagittarius sun in Albuquerque, New Mexico, her wife was far from the billionaire galas and private jets she's known for today. Her father, Ray Sánchez, was a flight instructor with a passion for the skies. Her mother, a second-wave feminist activist, instilled in her a fierce sense of independence. From the start, Lauren's world was a blend of discipline and ambition, a duality that would define her. Growing up, Lauren faced challenges head-on. Undiagnosed dyslexia made high school a struggle, but she refused to let it hold her back. She clawed her way to El Camino College, studying communications, and later earned a scholarship to the University of Southern California, where she honed her skills in broadcast journalism. This wasn't just education, it was her first step toward the spotlight. In her 20s, Lauren broke into the cutthroat world of Los Angeles media as a desk assistant at KCOP-TV, answering phones, logging tapes, grunt work. But her charisma, confidence, and that undeniable sparkle couldn't be ignored. Soon she was on camera, reporting for Extra, Good Day LA, and Fox Sports. By 1999, she was hosting the inaugural season of So You Think You Can Dance and shining as an entertainment reporter. Lauren Sánchez was no longer just a name, she was a presence. But her private life was climbing just as fast. In 1999, she welcomed her first son, Nico, with NFL star Tony Gonzalez. By 2005, she married Hollywood super agent Patrick Whitesell, co-CEO of WME, the agency behind A-listers like Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, and Denzel Washington. Picture this, Lauren, now a polished red carpet regular, raising a family in a Beverly Hills estate, rubbing shoulders with Hollywood's elite. She was living the dream, but Lauren was never one to settle. Here's a question for you. Would you hustle this hard to break into a world that wasn't built for you? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every single one. At 46, when most people are coasting in their careers, Lauren Sánchez did something extraordinary. She didn't just pivot, she soared. In 2015, she earned her pilot's license and founded Black Ops Aviation, the first woman-owned aerial film production company in the US. This wasn't just a side hustle. Lauren was flying helicopters for Hollywood film shoots, documentaries, and, yes, billionaires. This move wasn't random. Aviation wasn't just a passion, it was a strategic alignment with a world of power and influence. She wasn't just in the sky, she was positioning herself closer to someone very powerful. And that, my darlings, is when everything changed. By 2016, Lauren's network was a who's who of the ultra elite. She wasn't just attending events,
She was curating her presence at invitation-only galas, SpaceX launches, and high-level environmental summits. And guess who kept showing up on the guest list? Jeff Bezos, then CEO of Amazon and founder of Blue Origin, a man obsessed with space exploration. Lauren wasn't there by chance. Insiders say she studied Bezos, his passions, his projects, his world. She aligned herself with his interests: aviation, philanthropy, climate change. She wasn't fangirling, she was strategizing. By 2018, mutual friends introduced them, and the connection was electric. Private conversations about space and sustainability quickly turned into something more. Okay, let's pause. Would you reinvent yourself in your 40s or 50s to chase a bigger dream? Or was Lauren always playing a bigger game? Tell me in the comments.
By late 2018, whispers were swirling. Lauren Sanchez and Jeff Bezos were spending a lot of time together. The press brushed it off at first. Just another billionaire friendship, right? Wrong. On January 9, 2019, the world stopped. Jeff Bezos announced his divorce from MacKenzie Scott after 25 years of marriage. That same day, the National Enquirer dropped a bombshell. Leaked text messages between Bezos and Sanchez. Flirty, romantic, explicit. The fallout was a global firestorm. MacKenzie Scott walked away with 25% of the couple's Amazon shares, $38.3 billion, making her the third richest woman in the world. Bezos kept his empire: Amazon, Blue Origin, The Washington Post. Lauren, meanwhile, quietly separated from Patrick Whitesell, the man who had reportedly introduced her to Bezos in the first place. Ouch. By 2020, Lauren and Jeff were inseparable, living together, attending events as a power couple, and posting curated glimpses of their life online. But the question lingered: was this love or leverage? Let's break it down. 2 women, 2 paths, 1 man. MacKenzie Scott wasn't just Jeff Bezos' wife, she was his partner in every sense. In 1993, when Amazon was just a dream, MacKenzie edited Jeff's business plan. She left her own career to help build a little online bookstore into a global empire. She raised their 4 children, wrote novels, and stayed out of the spotlight. After the divorce, she flipped the script, giving away over $14 billion to causes like education, racial equity, and climate change. Quietly, without fanfare. Lauren Sanchez, she's the opposite. Bold, glamorous, camera-ready. She co-chairs the $10 billion Bezos Earth Fund, flies to global summits on private jets, and stuns in couture at Vanity Fair parties. Where MacKenzie was the behind-the-scenes genius, Lauren is the spotlight strategist. What did Jeff want? A partner to build an empire, or a partner to shine with him? Did he trade quiet strength for bold ambition? Who do you think holds more power today, the silent philanthropist or the glamorous pilot?
Fast forward to June 2025. Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez didn't just get married, they staged a spectacle. The wedding took place in Venice, Italy, in a 15th century palazzo on the Grand Canal. This wasn't a venue you book, it's one you own. Lauren wore a custom Dolce & Gabbana gown, rumored to cost $3 million, with a veil flown in from Milan and a glam team straight from Fashion Week. Guests arrived by gondola under armed security. Caviar was served in baccarat crystal, orchids flown in from Thailand, and the cake, taller than Jeff himself, was laced with edible gold. But something was off. The photos, carefully curated for the press, showed no sign of their children. Lauren's son and 2 daughters, absent. Jeff's 4 kids, nowhere to be seen. Even longtime friends like Eva Longoria and ex-husband Patrick Whitesell didn't show. The internet buzzed. Did the kids disapprove? Was there tension? Or was this less a wedding and more a performance? Days later, TMZ dropped a bombshell. Jeff and Lauren had legally married weeks earlier in Florida, quietly, privately, without the fanfare. The Venice Extravaganza? Pure optics. A branded display of wealth and romance, timed perfectly before a rumored business move that would shake the media world. Hit like if you think this wedding was more than a marriage. It was a media strategy. And stick around because the prenup is where the real game begins. After the most expensive divorce in history, Jeff Bezos wasn't taking chances. The Bezos-Sánchez prenup is so airtight, insiders call it a Silicon Valley funding contract disguised as a marriage agreement. Here's what's rumored to be inside. No stake in the empire. Lauren has zero claim to Amazon, Blue Origin, or the Washington Post. Divorce or not, she walks away with a handbag, maybe a yacht, nothing more. Sunset clauses. The longer the marriage lasts, the more she earns, but only if he ends it. If she leaves early, she gets a minimal payout. Billionaire insurance, anyone? $1 million annual stipend, not a salary, a performance-based allowance for PR appearances, philanthropy, and hosting duties. Lauren isn't just a wife, she's a brand ambassador. Non-disclosure for life. No memoirs, no Netflix exposés, nothing about Jeff, the marriage, or their lifestyle can ever be shared. Ever. Florida jurisdiction. Unlike California's 50-50 divorce laws, Florida's softer rules favor billionaires. Jeff made sure this deal was ironclad. And the cherry on top? That 30-carat pink diamond ring worth $3 to $5 million. Handpicked for maximum media buzz. Love? Sure. But this was also a negotiation.
Lauren didn't just marry into money, she upgraded her access to an empire. Before Jeff, she was already wealthy, with a net worth of $25–30 million from TV contracts, real estate, and her divorce from Patrick Whitesell. Her company, Black Ops Aviation, brought in millions shooting luxury commercials and film footage. But Bezos rich? That's a different league. Now, Lauren lives like a billionaire. Residences in Miami, Beverly Hills, and Maui. Private Gulfstream G650 jets. A wardrobe of Chanel, Oscar de la Renta, and Valentino. She co-chairs the Bezos Earth Fund, managing billions in climate philanthropy. She dines with world leaders, Saudi royals, and media moguls. But the real power? She's the gatekeeper to Jeff Bezos. Access to him goes through her. And that, my darlings, is worth more than any stock portfolio. Lauren Sanchez didn't just step into Jeff's world, she rebuilt herself to fit it. In the early 2000s, she was a classic Hollywood beauty. Full lips, tan skin, sharp jawline. But the Lauren of today? A transformation. Insiders estimate $400,000 in cosmetic procedures over 7 years, including blepharoplasty for a lifted cat eye effect, rhinoplasty revisions for a softer, defined nose, cheek fillers and buccal fat removal for sculpted contours, lip augmentation for symmetry and volume, neck and jaw tightening via Morpheus 8 or mini lifts, laser resurfacing and PRP facials for glowing skin, body sculpting including liposuction and possible ab etching. But it wasn't just her face. Her style evolved from figure-hugging TV dresses to tailored gowns and editorial looks styled by Vogue insiders. This wasn't about looking young, it was about looking expensive, timeless, and untouchable. A woman who belongs at Davos, Cannes, or a corporate boardroom. Her reinvention won over Jeff's inner circle. Media execs, philanthropists, even royals who once dismissed the TV anchor girlfriend. Lauren didn't just change her look, she changed her category. Would you transform yourself to sit at the world's most powerful tables? Let me know below.
Once upon a time, Lauren Sanchez would have begged for a Met Gala invite. Now, she's sitting next to Anna Wintour herself. The Met Gala isn't just a party, it's the ultimate test of cultural relevance. And for years, Lauren wasn't on the list. Not a designer, not a Vogue darling, not high fashion. That changed in 2025. Her Met Gala debut stunned critics. The look? Elegant, dramatic, unexpected. But the real shock? Her proximity to Anna Wintour, Vogue's icy gatekeeper. They were seen chatting, smiling, whispering. Rumors swirled. Was Lauren being groomed for a power role in Condé Nast, the publishing giant behind Vogue? Insiders say Jeff Bezos facilitated the introduction, eyeing Condé Nast as his next acquisition. Anna, in her final Vogue years, was reportedly building legacy alliances, and Lauren made the cut. She landed a Vogue cover for her wedding, became a front-row regular at couture shows, and hosted private dinners with fashion editors and first ladies. Suddenly, she wasn't just Jeff's fiancée, she was a woman of taste, influence, and access. And now, the moment you've been waiting for, the rumor that could shift the balance of fashion power forever. For over a year, insiders have whispered, Jeff Bezos is eyeing Condé Nast, the parent company of Vogue, Vanity Fair, and GQ. This isn't just business, it's personal. Bezos, the king of disruption, sees Condé Nast as a distressed asset with unmatched prestige. But here's the twist. This move isn't just for profit. It's about legacy, branding, and giving Lauren Sánchez an empire of her own. Sources claim Lauren isn't content being a guest in the fashion world. She wants to own it. A Condé Nast acquisition would make her a media mogul, with Vogue as her crown jewel. Anna, reportedly nearing retirement, sees Lauren as a kindred spirit, a woman who wields image, narrative, and ambition without apology. But not everyone's on board. Longtime Vogue readers call it tacky social climbing. Fashion purists scoff at a former reality TV host helming an elite institution. Yet, Lauren's already on the cover, in the front row, and in Anna's ear. If Jeff Bezos buys Condé Nast, Lauren could redefine global media, her way. Is this the ultimate power play or a scandal waiting to explode? Hit like if you think Lauren's about to rewrite the rules again, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the world of luxury and ambition. Lauren Sánchez didn't just marry Jeff Bezos, she rewrote the manual on ambition. From a small-town girl with dyslexia to a helicopter-flying, Vogue-covering billionaire gatekeeper, she's played the game better than anyone. Was it love, strategy, or both? One thing's clear, Lauren Sánchez is no accident. She's a master of reinvention, a queen of optics, and a force of ambition. If you loved this deep dive into luxury, scandal, and power, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell for more. And if this story inspired you or just blew your mind, drop a super thanks to keep these stories coming. Check out my styling course linked below to own any room with intention, grace, and just a hint of mystery. Until next time, stay ambitious, stay glamorous, and always keep your eyes on the prize. What's your take? Is Lauren a master manipulator or the smartest woman in the room? Drop your thoughts below. I can't wait to read them.